What's up, guys? So today in this video we're gonna go over split squats, and I'm gonna do my best because my knee's a little bit messed up from jiu-jitsu, but if anything I can use my other leg and you'll see where that's at. So with the split squat, everyone's gonna be doing it a little bit different depending on how tight their hips are, how tight their hip flexors are, or even their glutes in general, or even just their hamstrings and quads, and then how good their ankle mobility is as well. If they have lower back issues or knee issues, that plays a role with it, just like squats. Just when it comes to concepts, just basically, if someone has a good squat, right, they have a perfect squat, boom, a lunge is just a variation of that, right? A split squat is, or even a side lunge, just a variation of it. So making sure that people have a good base with their squat before they jump into a split squat is really important. Also, if someone is brand new, the last thing you pretty much want to do, like they have zero experience lifting weights, the last thing you want to have them do is have them do body weight loaded split squats, because that's one of the fastest ways for them to even like burn out their legs, and where their legs will feel like Bambi and they can't even finish the workout. So it's important that when you're starting people out on these, they're advanced, they have good squats, they probably gob squat a little bit, and if you need to modify, you can use the TRX straps to help support them as well, okay? So if they're older, if they're new, and they're really adamant about you doing the split squats, put them on these, or maybe have them hold on to something like the rig while they're doing it, okay? So with the split squat, this is just one variation of it. When they're here, you're gonna have an active foot like this. This lead foot needs to be flat, and if you can, try to grip the floor with it, okay? So in the other videos we talked about gripping the floor, big toe down, pinky toe down, all the toes are pushing down, pulling towards your heel, creating an arch in your foot, okay? So the middle of the ankle is gonna line up with the second toe, the knee is gonna line up with the middle of the ankle, and all you're gonna do is just go straight down, okay? So in the split squat position, a good angle is basically being close to a 90 and being at a 90. Okay, you don't want this knee coming up or have this knee coming forward, puts too much pressure on the rear knee. You want to work the lead leg here, okay? So I'm squeezing the glute, drawing in the belly button, there's tension here. I'm not overarching like this, right? I'm not leaning forward out of it. My torso's upright, making sure you're gripping, and then drive up, okay? Again, coming down, boom, and then drive up, okay? This is probably the most general split squat that there is. There's also one that's more quad dominant or more knee dominant. So if you're in this position like this, all you're gonna do is do your best to keep your heel flat, and the knee is just gonna drive forward on it, okay? So it's more quad here, right? So if someone has knee issues, we're probably not doing this one, okay? We're probably doing the variation where the shin angle needs to stay more upright, but it's okay if your knee goes past your toes, as long as you have adequate ankle mobility and your knee doesn't, and there's no pain whatsoever, all right? And keeping tension here, boom, squeezing everything, and then coming out of it, all right? That one's a little bit more advanced, but that's only for people that have the adequate ankle mobility for it. And then of course, going from there, we'll gradually increase the load. Few things to look out for on the split squats, right? So this lead foot needs to be straight, 100%. The rear foot, okay, cannot be caving in, right? Can't be caving out like this. Our hips need to be square like this, all right? Another thing is on this lead foot, you don't want it pointing out, right? That's super common. And you don't want the knee to cave in like this, okay? If anything, what I'll have people do, just because it helps activate their glute and their glute med, is I'll actually have their knee come out towards their pinky toe, okay? That means they're loading their glute a little bit more, and there's nothing wrong with that, okay? As long as there's no pain, it should be totally fine. So either line up the second toe, pinky toe, within that range on the lead leg, making sure you're staying square like that, you should be good. Of course, no side leaning like this, staying square. I think that covers everything on the split squat pretty much.